What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central. Happy Monday, everybody. Martin Luther King Day for those of us here in the United States. It is a day of rest for a lot of people. Everybody's home from school. Everybody's home from work today. So should have a pretty decent crowd out there in the internets. We can say hi to those of you watching. We can get that out of the way real quick. I made a mistake. There we go. Mistake is fixed. We have a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. A lot of things have been popping off today, and I can't wait to get to it. But first, let's say hi to the YouTube Guild members. I see a penguin there in the live stream. Mike, welcome back. John Knox is here. Says Charlie time. Glum Malvaso from Connecticut watching. Darren, thank you so much for joining, Darren. D Warman is here. Vance, good to see you. Good to see you. Excuse me. Whoo. A little bit of I had a protein shake just now. Just got back from the gym, had a protein shake. It had blueberries in it. And you know, blueberry seeds kind of get stuck in your throat sometimes, so I apologize. I'm going to be probably going to be coughing that up for the next day. At least the next hour or so. Hopefully you guys will forgive me. Welcome Ken, welcome Jinin, welcome Calnap, Same, Rods to Reels, Abduram, Bin Little, Baxter Hilton. Smash the like, says Baxter. RPG Holic, now I still have to work. Did caress that like button. Oh, you gotta work. Yeah, a lot of people still have to work. The Sheep is here. Good to see you. Satuz, good day, everybody. Michael, Tunes. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Let's, we're gonna talk about the Brawl. We're gonna talk about the Faction Brawl event that's live on Hero Wars Mobile. We definitely need to try some of that out. I would love to hear what you all's experience has been so far. I've been having a little bit of fun with it. I wouldn't say a lot of fun with it, but there are some other things. Purchase failed. Man. We actually might not be. There we go. So we actually might not be doing some faction brawls because I have not been able to buy any emeralds all weekend. Okay, there we go. All right. Great. All right, now I got some spots. Let's briefly talk about the live stream, right? Let's briefly talk about the live stream. If you want an in-depth conversation about the Brawl event, I put out a video about an hour ago. It is breaking down this and that and the other of the Brawl event. And next, just cut off that company credit card. No. So go watch that video if you want to learn everything there is to know about the Brawl event. We're going to discuss it at kind of a top level kind of generalization discussion. So if there's anything specific you guys have questions about, let me know here and we'll discuss it. Freaking blueberries. The main thing that they did was showcased a bunch of different fights, right? And we've got Chaos versus Honor. Let me just pop this on, right? We have Chaos versus Honor right now. In 2 days, we're going to get, or in a day and 7 hours, I guess, we're going to get the Mystery Tribe versus the Progress Tribe. And then the final 2 days of the event is going to be the Nature Tribe versus the Eternity Tribe. All right. Now, why they made it so that you have to choose from only 2 tribes, yet you can mix and match. You can mix and match tribes of the 2 that's available. I'm not really a big fan of this. Let's just get that out of there. Let's just get this out. I'm not really a big fan of the way this is working. I thought Chaos definitely was stronger than Honor. Yeah, for the most part, I believe that the Chaos tribe is a more potent tribe than the Honor tribe. I think the Honor tribe is the worst. I think it needs the most help. But I don't know. D. Worman works for the CIA. Yeah. Very true. I do like that you can basically just play this without stopping, right? You just keep going until you lose 5 times. I do like that. Now, one of the big things that I wanted to talk about in today's live stream is that, you know, just like offhand, Daniel mentions that Luther is getting a rework or an upgrade, right? And I asked, looks like I'm going to lose this fight. Oh man, I'm going to lose. You got me. And this is one of the big problems I have. Mighty Cat. I got to remember not to attack Mighty Cat. I don't know how to beat Mighty Cat. There's no log and there's no defense information or anything here, so I don't know how well I really did or how close I was. But that's okay. But Luther's going to get that rework. And whenever Daniel mentioned that, I asked in the private developer chat that I'm a part of, the influencer discussion Discord, and they didn't give me any particulars. They didn't tell me any information, so I don't have any information. But Luther is getting some kind of tweaking. He's getting some kind of balance changes, is what Daniel said. So I think that he's going to be a little harder to kill, a little tougher to kill. You know, maybe a more tanky tank overall. Luther's always been fun. He's always been interesting. He's had that, you know, that jumping attack. So that's been kind of cool. Facebook page said, "Oh yeah, we're getting there, evil. We're getting there, evil." So you know, he did all these brawl fights and, you know, did all of that, and he answered questions off and on. Getting rid of that useless skill for Luther, yeah. Talking about the Violet skill. Yeah, Luther's Violet skill is so bad. It's so weak. Can't you check the info as soon as you finish the battle? Yeah, but there's no log. There's no log of it. Like, I'll show you. So you can look at the fight here, right? So I guess in a manner of speaking, I could screenshot this every time. Like, I could just, you know, grab this screenshot and you know, go about my day. I could. Gokus right on. I don't know. There's no log though. So no time frame on the Luther update. As soon as we get information on it, there's a Luther right there. As soon as we get information on that Luther update, we'll definitely share. I'm excited about it. Cleaver, Peppy, Ching Mao, Dorian, Astaroth. Okay. Play on 3 server. Do not see any teams using Lilith. Why not? Tanky tank, that's fun to say. Yep. I can only guess, but Luther's Violet skill can be extended to whole faction. I think that might be it. I think that might be something. There we go. There's my 15 wins. I got my 3,000 free coins. Yeah. So before we move on from the Brawl, and I'm going to come back to the Brawl, we're going to fight a little bit more. Gerard, I know on mobile. Luther's getting a balance on mobile. So the Brawl shop is where you spend the coins. And if you've watched my video, then you know how strongly I feel about this. The skin stones, I believe, are the absolute best value. I made this spreadsheets today, right? The value in emeralds based on the coins. So skin stones, 500 skin stones for 533 emeralds. 533 emeralds means that it's like a oh, my webcam was gone. Boop. It looks like that it's going to be about, you know, a 0.96 per skin stone, which I understand is slightly below the value of an Outland chest sale. But if you don't know what to buy from the Brawl shop, skin stones seem to be an incredible value. 533 emeralds for 500 skin stones. 533 emeralds for 500 skin stones. 2,000 emeralds for some of these recipe items. The Lamort's map looks to be 2,133 emeralds. Pretty good buy. Yeah. And, you know, here you go. I need to add this. I meant to add this earlier, but I need to add this to the mobile event channel so anybody can look at it. What's inside the Brawl boxes? Great question. What's inside the Brawl boxes? It should be, yeah, right here. You click on the little eye right here, it tells you, and it tells you the percentage items. No, Victor, let me rephrase that. Victor says skin stones are still expensive, so I don't see why not invest in skin stones, even if it's slightly better in Outlands. So Victor, only a 55% Outland chest discount is better than this. That's the only value of buying skin stones. It's the only opportunity to get a better value buying skin stones. This is like the second best value of buying skin stones you guys are gonna have all year long. And even then, there's a chance that it's not as good on the Outland chest sell because there's an opportunity to get skin certificates or a skin that you don't want. So there's actually a better chance. There's actually, mathematically, if you take the skin certificates and the skin rewards out of the Outland chest, unless you need one of the skins, I guess. Yeah. But if you take those out, an Outland chest discount, 55% discount, is a better value, but only by a little bit, only by like a half an emerald per skin stone, which adds up. It does add up. It does add up. But just a flat out value, this is it. I'm probably going to spend a couple of bucks on this. I'm probably going to have to spend a couple of bucks on this event right here. Gonna do it. I'm going to spend some money on this event. This is it's such a straight value. It's such a straight value. You spend 8,000 emeralds to get 30,000 coins. You get 7,500 skin stones. 7,500 skin stones for 8,000 emeralds. It's a great value. Let's see. You also have to add in... Victor, no, you did. You said the right thing correctly. I just wanted to clarify my point. You also have to add in Outland coins for skinstone boxes. Yeah. I mean, the math is assuming that you are converting Outland coins to skinstone boxes. That's what the math is concerning. So, great value there. I believe that the faction chest is what you get at the end. So for every 750 coins that you have left over, you get a faction chest. I think it's 750. They haven't shared that unless they shared it on the live stream and I didn't hear it. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't fully tuned in to the live stream today. There was some definite issues going on in the household with everybody being home. You know, it was hard to keep track. Everybody was doing laundry and dishes and all this other stuff. So I couldn't quite get to it. But I was there, and I asked some questions. Yeah, so Brawl Shop, very exciting stuff. Having a lot of fun with it so far. I spent a lot of time already on my other account playing around with some different things. I haven't really discovered anything new, right? Chaos feels to me like a complete tribe, whereas Honor feels like it needs a little help. That's kind of where I think I'm settling as far as these first 2 days, right? I can't wait till the next round of the mystery versus progress. I can't wait for that. Although I get the feeling that mystery is still going to outdo progress. And of course, I'm most excited about the Eternity Tribe. Most excited about that. Here we go. On to the next little bit of news. Lilith is a good tank, but people underestimate her. 2-14 for that boxy big gift. Ooh, 2-14. Thank you so much, Michael. Over on Hero Wars Facebook and web, we have another hero rework coming soon. Hey everyone, Lilith is a great hero, but she's about to become even better this week. She will change her main role, right? On Hero Wars Mobile, she changed from a tank to a mage. We don't know what her role is going to be here. Probably very similar. She will change her main role and get new skills. If you want to be one of the first ones to see the improved Lilith, don't miss the live stream January 18th. So tomorrow, guys, there is a Lilith Hero Rework live stream. The same time as the mobile live stream that was today, there'll be one tomorrow. I'm super excited about this. I personally don't have Lilith leveled up, but you guys know, by now you guys know kind of how I feel about the Iris release situation, that I felt like she was a little rushed. I think that it is possible that Iris and Lilith were supposed to be, Lilith's rework and Iris's release, I think that they were supposed to be released at the same time. And they were supposed to be added to like a chaos tribe or something similar, demonic maybe, because, you know, Iris has got the vampire frog demon pet thing, right? Hey Charlie, since all heroes are at 130, do you automatically get your daily potions? Yes, I do. I haven't leveled up on my skills yet, Evil, though. That would make sense. Lilith's main role is control, but secondary is tank in Facebook Web. How does this make impact on Ascension? Oh, count up. Great question. Great question. This is going to change her Ascension, isn't it? This is going to change her Ascension buffs. But who really uses Lilith on Facebook and Web? I remember when they released the information about, when I haven't logged into Facebook, I haven't logged into play Hero Wars at all today. I remember when they released this announcement that they were updating Lilith on mobile, and everybody started to get really upset. And in fact, so did I. You know, it was such a drastic change because some people had leveled her up to use her as a tank. And indeed, some people have leveled up Lilith to use her as a tank here on Facebook and Web. But it's such a small percentage of players. It's such a small percentage of players that actually do use Lilith in her current form that it's going to be very low impact. John says, I've sunk a fair amount into my Lilith that maybe now will pay off. I use Lilith. She's really awesome. And now I may or may not lose a tank. Yeah, you're right. You might lose a tank. I have a few guildmates using her on defense, which does allow some stops in Guild Wars. I understand that. I do understand that. Count Up uses Lilith against Brog. Greetings from Greece. Maybe they plan to release a new tank to replace Lilith. I think so. I think we'll get a new tank soon. We haven't had a new tank in a little bit. I think the last tank we had was Corvus, right? Last tank was Corvus. Definitely possible new tank is coming. Definitely possible. I like Lilith's aesthetics, but I'd never see her anywhere. Gonna have a guildmate who will either be very happy or very sad. Why is Lilith so rarely in arena? Public Enemy, it's just because she's weird, right? She's this like tank hero that's not far enough forward. Like she's a tank that's behind most frontline heroes. If she were further forward, she'd probably be much more useful. But I believe that she's like, I think that she's behind just about everybody in the front line. So it's hard to find a good use for her unless you're stacking tanks. Oh no, I don't have enough tower chests. I need to use this energy. Because I am burning it. We're just going to buy that. Creates. Here we go. We'll just burn this right here. Burn it. Get rid of it. There we go. Okay. Go to the tower. Get some tower coins. Maybe I can buy an item. Talking of tanks, I faced Alvinor at Adventures, killing his team, and then he was going crazy ulting and I couldn't kill him. Occasionally you get scary situations like that. There's a couple Nebula situations that I've gotten into that have been the same. They're like Nebula just goes bonkers and you just can't keep up. Talking, let's see, that she is also up there with Judge and Kark for who would be most powerful in her life since she was the Archdemon's wife. That would be to assume that the Archdemon has a strong power level. I don't think the Archdemon is on Kark and Judge level. I think the Archdemon is a terrestrial threat, like a planet level threat. Whereas a hero like Judge is this like intergalactic celestial being. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. He's like this crazy celestial being. Whereas the Archdemon, and you know, if we're looking, you know, if we're talking about like of the biblical sense, like if the Archdemon is, you know, the devil, then it could be something, you know, that where he is extremely powerful. But that doesn't mean that his wife would be. Happy MLK Day. How's Remy? Did you hear Daniel called Kark as Clark? First of all, happy MLK Day to you too. Remy is great. She's upstairs. The boys being home means that she got she got played with quite a bit this morning before they settled in to play Fortnite for the rest of the day. I did not hear Daniel misname Kark, but I call him Bob. So like, who's worse here? Just as like Galactic, the Archdemon is like Thanos. Galactus, you mean, Michael? Yeah. I don't think that Archdemon is even on the level of Thanos. Yep, the sheep. I believe that the Judge is the strongest character. I believe that Judge is the strongest character in all of Hero Wars. In the story, anyway. Can we buy that? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah. Yeah. Equip. Yeah. Let's see. What else can we buy? What else can we buy from the shop? I don't know why I just bought those. I don't know why I just bought those items. Nothing there. No, no. Probably should buy that. Thieves armor, the bow. Can't buy anything in here anyway. I'm just gonna buy all of these items. Friendship shop, gonna buy all of these items. Outland shop, gonna buy. Oh, I meant to buy. Oh shoot, I meant to buy the skinstone chest. Oops. Guild Wars shop. Okay. Okay. Let's do some Guild Wars. Aloha, Richard. I fought the same opponent in the Brawls 11 times. Yeah, is anybody else having that issue? I was fighting the same guy like 5 or 6 times in a row. Like I won every single time. I like the image. You should have the crocodile with the bob shirt on. Yeah. I need that doll. Oh, quick update on Guild Wars here on server 25. The savage monkeys, they all left. They left the server. They moved on to a different server now. So there's going to be a nice power vacuum. There's going to be a nice power vacuum in the Gold League this week. Maybe we can slide in there. It's going to be a tough fight. Going to be fighting. Oh, there's no tank. I bet this Araji is already charged up. Nope. Oh, here we go. Oh, burning my Eden. This is a bad situation. All right, I made that Eden kill himself. Hopefully this will crush. Boom. All right, I think we're fine. Let's throw up this. Let's throw up this armor. Yeah, we're good. Boring, but necessary. Boring but necessary. The like button made it easy to win since they kept giving me the same opponent. Yep, exactly. So you are getting additional fights each day. Every day you get up to you get 5. You get 5 total every day. If you used 4, then you gain 4 tomorrow. Right? So. Keep going, keep playing. I think that you should not waste any emeralds on the fights unless you're actually enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, don't spend any emeralds on the fights. Just buy the coins. I fought early last night in Brawls. Also, my guess is not many defenses set up early, so not many opponents to pick from. I did not set a defense until I won my 15 matches. I had a defense already set, though. My defense was already set. It was the first team that I used. Because I went in and I was gonna set defense after my first fight, and I was like, wait a second, this is weird. See, sucks that we had item shops for Facebook. I love this event that can gear your heroes. Yeah. Don't worry, we get a better item shop in just a month or two. We'll get a much better item shop. Kark v Kark. What do we do? What do we do? Kark with Zhu, huh? I don't need Sebastian. Maybe one of the few instances that I would use Jorgen, because I don't need Sebastian here, and Nebula doesn't really work. Huh. Win me this fight, Jorgen. Redeem yourself. I ulted first. Enemy Kark still hasn't ulted yet. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Worthless. Jorgen is worthless. Worthless. Okay. Let's see. So the Lilith rework, we don't have an ETA on it. Ideally, we're going to get some information during tomorrow's live stream. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'll do a live stream recap for those of you that can't make tomorrow's official live stream. We'll do like a 2-minute live stream recap. I don't know that I have room for Lilith, but man, I tell you what, if Lilith all of a sudden is like the Iris counter, I'm not sure how I'd feel about that. Actually, you know what would be even worse? All right, so this would be the absolute worst thing that could happen, I think. This would be the absolute worst thing. So we have this hero Iris, right? We have this new hero Iris, which seems to be, to a lot of people, the most broken, overpowered hero there is. And say what you will about how to counter her or who she's good against. She's effective against some very specific heroes, right? I like Iris a lot. I'm leveling her up, obviously. I think there's a place for her in many versions of the game that I need help with. But a lot of people, myself included, feel like that she was added to the game to force people to stop focusing so much on Aurora, right? She's an obvious blatant counter to Aurora. Many tanks, not just Aurora, right? She may single-handedly make Qing Mao just completely obsolete in the right setups. In the right setups, you probably just have, like, I don't really need Qing Mao. Like, I've thought about leveling up Qing Mao to add to my Kark team to help defeat that tank that I have trouble with. You guys know I struggle against some thick tanks sometimes, right? And Qing Mao could be a good addition to my Kark team. Adds the penetration artifact, adds the armor breaking violet passive ability. Qing Mao, I'm talking about Qing Mao here. But, having Iris instead of Qing Mao is, I don't need both. So, okay. So the most horrible thing that could happen, in my opinion, is that Iris was added to the game a couple of weeks ago. And everybody's talking about how amazing she is against tanks. How awesome she's doing against tanks. Just incredible against Aurora. Just incredible against, low health, low armor tanks. Even, whatever. We can go on and on about how good Iris is. But then they rework Lilith, right? And this is a true rework. This is a whole overhaul. She's getting new skills. Her role, that is, her tank mage, her support tank or whatever it is being changed, presumably to mage, right? What if all of a sudden Lilith is also an Aurora counter? She's not that on mobile. So it's possible that she's not going to be, but we don't know what we don't know yet. So this is my timeline. We have this dominant tank, right? People struggle with Aurora. So they add in Isaac, and Isaac seems to be enough in some instances, but not in enough instances for it to matter. Everybody is using Aurora and Isaac on defense now. They add an Iris, right? Because Iris is a physical attacking hero, Isaac doesn't really do anything versus her. And so Isaac is a wasted defensive slot. Iris obviously counters Aurora. So now everybody's going to be like, whoa, we just spent the last year leveling up Aurora and the counter to Aurora. Now we can't even use this tank. Otherwise, it's an auto loss versus Iris teams. I should level up Iris also to counter other Auroras. So everybody's starting to level up Aurora. Everybody's starting to level up Iris. My Iris is at 40k power level. There are some people that have maxed out Irises already. You guys see that AOD? AOD was able to defeat the level 160 boss with one of like team 3 or team 4. One of them had a maxed out Iris on it. So people do have a maxed out Iris. But then we get this Lilith rework. Where is my Lilith? Here you go. Then we get this Lilith rework. This hero that we've had for years. That already has 4 skins demonetized. Already has 4 skins. And potentially a lot of people already have her leveled up. But what if she's a better counter? Like, what if she's just a better counter to Aurora than Iris is? So now Iris caused people that had been leveling for the last year to shift gears, to make all these other plans, change who their tank is, decide to level Iris themselves, and boom. Then now we have another hero that has much higher stats. Lilith has much higher stats than Iris does because she's been around. She's got the 4 skins. Who knows how to build her? Like, I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if she's going to be moved. Like, the Facebook post didn't say that she was going to be moved, but I bet her position in the lineup is going to be moved. Then, so now 2 weeks later, 2 weeks after we've shifted so much focus, we're going to be shifting it again. She better not be an Aurora counter. If she's an Aurora counter, man, I'm gonna make so much fun of people. It would be dumb to make her obsolete. It would be a different kind of counter somehow. Maybe Lilith will neutralize Iris. That would be hilarious. Make Aurora obsolete. Aurora's still gonna have a place. This game is not designed. So okay, so you guys saw Hero War Secrets put out a video saying, you know, he's figured out the meta a little while ago, and it's a strong team that he shared. But one of the points that he was making is that like half of the of his top 50 arena teams had Aurora and Isaac in it, or Isaac, or, you know, whatever. And, you know, the arena shouldn't look like that, right? Arena shouldn't be the arena defense, you know, lineup. It shouldn't be all of the same. Like, let me show you mine. Let me show you mine and see what it looks like. Not full screen, game capture. Arena, here we go. So we've got Aurora, Isaac, Sebastian. We got Isaac, Sebastian with Dante. We got Isaac, Sebastian, Aurora. We got Sebastian, Kark team. Okay, cool, Katsuo. We got, no Isaac, no Sebastian, no Aurora. Okay, breaking the mold. Got Aurora. I like that there are more Heidi's showing up. That's kind of cool. Thank you, Savage Monkey Guild, for getting more Heidi's in there. Sebastian. What if Lilith just counters Sebastian? Ooh, what if Lilith hard counters teams with Sebastian in it? That'd be hilarious. According to Winterfest lore, Luther said that Madam Lilith knows how to deal with Bitey. That's true. That is true. That is true, Calnap. Were you able to get Oliver to Absolute Star? Yes. I completely forgot about that. I took some screenshots. I did get Oliver to Absolute Star. I apologize I couldn't share that with you all. I should have live streamed last night. I was indisposed. I should have live streamed last night, and if I did, I'll show you my Absolute Star Oliver in just a second. But thank you. Thank you for reminding me that, Mr. NCSU. Not my Sebastian. I love Sebastian. What if Lilith counters Sebastian? Oh my gosh. Can you guys imagine how upset people... Oh my gosh. Aurora countered. Sebastian countered. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to watch the videos that people put out. What if Lilith banishes pets to mobile? Don't put that negativity out in the world, man. Rosalind, no. Lilith will stay. If you have Lilith leveled up at all, she will stay exactly as she is. She will not reset. She will not reset. Is Sebastian the best counter for Leon? I mean, she's slowed down by Sebastian, for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah. People be so mad, but ultimately I'm okay it happened. Yeah, Rosalind, you're safe. You're safe. I've invested a little bit into my Lilith. Like, I've gotten her to 130, and I've, you know, leveled up her skills a little bit, but that's all. So I would guess that there's going to be a Lilith event this weekend on Facebook and web. Excuse me. Lilith will ban them to Hoboken, New Jersey. Oh, man. This game is frustrating. This game is so frustrating. You can, you know, you can build a team, and then all of a sudden a new hero comes out that completely counters your team, and then what do you do? And then what do you do? Nothing. You have to level somebody else up. Ginger counters Sebastian. Phobos crushes Sebastian, but nobody uses him for whatever reason. So I got my Oliver to Absolute Star. And then the rest of the Soul Stones I put into Albus. I want to get Albus up to 6 stars next. I need 3.5 more gems to get to the final tier of color rank for Oliver. Completely unnecessary to level Oliver any further than he is. Completely unnecessary. Very, very, very strong pet. Leveled up as high as he needs to be. Hoboken, no joking. What you do, leave the game and save your life? Never leave. When I first started the game, I wanted to have an all-girl power team. I quickly realized that it was kind of impossible. Do you have a suggestion? Yes. A little while ago, Miss Charlie put out a video, or Miss Charlie was in a live stream, and she picked an all-girl team, plus Kai, I think, and it defeated the meta. It was crushing the meta. It was too powerful, and it got nerfed. My playstyle's been... John Knox has got the right idea. This is what everybody should be aspiring to do. Maxing out a hero for the average player is the wrong thing to do. Maxing out a player, hero is a waste of resources. You should be working on getting heroes, to John's suggestion, develop a lot of heroes to 65 to 90k before I start using them. And that has made me very flexible when new heroes come along. So the strategy that I'm kind of adopting, and I'll kind of show you what I'm dealing with here. I want to maxed out Kark just for the silly idea, because Kark is my favorite hero, right? Kark is all maxed out. You know, I'm working on his ascension skills. His ascension tree, not his ascension skills, but slowly but surely. I got Sebastian to above 80k. Isaac, I'm gonna get to about 80k. Honestly, no, I'm probably just gonna leave all support heroes at 70k or higher, with the exception of Nebula. Nebula is who I'm really, really working on right now. So any support hero that I need, Helios, for example, I'd really like to get to Helios to 70k. Iris, I really need to get her up there. Although, you know, you could argue that you don't need to level her up that much. You could just keep her in the 45 to 50k range, and she's gonna be just fine. Main damage dealers that you're gonna be using, get them up to like 80k. Like I really want to start using Kai over Faceless, but I'm not going to do that until I can get my Kai to like 80k. My Faceless in comparison is at 99,000, but that's with a pet on there. So I'd really like to get my Kai and I don't know. Zhu, I'm not going to level Zhu anymore because I'm already doing well enough on Osh. Iris, getting her to 80k would be fun. Artemis, I think, is going to be a big option here in the future. Dante, you know, if I had the time, I'd be leveling this guy up also, but I just don't have enough resources to go around. Damage dealers to 80k before you really start seeing some effect out of them. And then tanks to like 90,000 plus, right? Tanks need to have lots of juicy stats. Everyone just likes to get to a final point, so maxing out one hero, one pet, defeating Seymour, defeating all. Yep. True. But it's going to really vary on effectiveness, right? It's really going to vary on effectiveness because, like, you take a hero like Sebastian, okay? He's at 88,000 power level. You know, after a certain point, his ultimate doesn't care about power level at all. Now, Public Idol, this is the ability that lets him ult faster in a fight because he starts the fight with energy. This cares about stats, but look at the modifier for physical attack. It's 0.06. 0.06% of his physical attack modifies this ability. 0.06%. So if you added, let's see, a physical attack skin. Who's got a physical attack skin that I have not touched? Tristan? No. Ginger? Yeah, here we go. So if Sebastian were to get another physical attack skin, 7095 times 0.06% is what? 0.0006. Yeah, that would increase it by 4. Here we go. Yeah, so that would increase it by another 30 points, which I'm not sure how that actually works out, but it's a low number, right? Like his pure damage boost, 0.12 physical attack. Like after a certain point, the extra couple hundred attack you're gonna get, because like, okay, so a fully ascended Sebastian, a fully ascended support tree plus a fully ascended Sebastian tree only gives Sebastian like 6k physical attack, right? If you add 6,000 physical attack to this equation, how much is it actually giving you? How much extra pure damage is it actually giving you? It's not much. No Math Monday. So one of my guild just pointed out and thought it was great for Daniel's defense on Clark, as Daniel knows that Superman's alter ego is Clark Kent. Hello, so I need help. My guild has just collapsed again. Is the 4th time in 7 months that my guild has fallen apart, and I mean total collapse. Is there anything I can do to help this? Unfortunately, no. Some people just don't play nicely together. Official Bro, congratulations, reaching top 10. That's awesome. 0.060, got to get those significant figures in there. Yeah. I've seen Leon and Jorgen be very effective as long as they stay alive. Yep, I can see that. So the point that I'm trying to make though is that like 70% power, 70,000 power level versus 80,000 power level, how much extra damage am I really adding with this pure damage bonus? How much faster is he actually ulting? And the same could be said a lot for, taking a look at Isaac, right? This ability is based on damage received, right? Look at that health modifier. Anytime Isaac or an ally absorbs magic damage, this ability charges up, right? That's a lot of physical attack for that. Yeah, a lot of physical attack for that. But you don't necessarily bring Isaac for his area of effect physical attack. It's definitely helpful. It's a lot of damage, and it happens fast if you are going to get certain teams. But it's just, 12% physical attack. How much bonus physical attack is, 5,500 damage? An extra 5,500 damage on each attack is so low. It's so low that it's negligible. You have tanks that have 700,000 health. Astroth, Kira, Isaac, Yasmin, Martha, would it be better to take Isaac out and sub in Helios to it? GC Hero Wars, yes and no. I'm not sure if you're playing on mobile or Facebook. If you're playing on mobile, I would definitely take Isaac out. If you're playing on Facebook and web, then you're going to need a completely different team on defense than that. The Fabled, we don't know what the improvements are, but we did talk about them. There's a live stream tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. UTC, that they're going to put on that's going to discuss all the changes. Just give him 10k physical attack, then he will get like 600% energy when he goes in. What do you think about selling the Titan artifacts for unused Titans and use the coins on the main team artifacts? Yeah, you can do it. Most likely to happen, Cleaver Summon skin comes to mobile or our team in a Lilith attack Dominion. I mean, I don't know that. I mean, Cleaver will eventually get the summer skin on mobile. They wouldn't waste that asset. Or they wouldn't, they're not wasting it, but they would definitely use that asset when they can. Yeah, I don't know. GC Hero Wars, Helios doesn't have any synergy on that team, but neither does Isaac. Isaac and Helios have no synergy. It depends on who you're going up against. If you're going up against Auroras and Mages, then Isaac is better. If you're going up against critical hit heroes, then Helios is better. Yeah. Those are two fantastic heroes that I would suggest you get to 70,000 power level. And probably no higher. 70,000 power level and probably no higher. Sorry, mask off topic. What should I endeavor to make him hit Hydra harder? Glyph, skin, etc. That's a tough question. Zhu versus the Hydra is such a sticky situation. Where's my Zhu? What just happened here? Do I think Cleaver will come to mobile? Joaquin, yeah, Ascension skills are coming, but not soon. The Sheep asks, will you ever do anything on generaling ever again? I'm assuming you mean like teaching players how to be a general. I'm not a general myself, so I mean that's a hard thing for me to talk about. But yeah, it's probably worth discussing. Probably worth spending some more time on. Lilith, where's my Zhu? Here we go. So the big things that matter versus the bosses, the Hydra with Zhu, is this right here. Right? The pure damage that ignores armor and magic defense. This is a big part of why Zhu is so effective against the Hydra, even at lower levels, because it's based on the enemy Hydra's health, not based on any of Zhu's own stats. So as long as this skill is maxed out, like you're at max level and this skill is maxed out, I mean, the speed buff is a flat rate also. Like you understand that this skill isn't modified by, excuse me. Just wanted to make sure that I had that fully available. These skills aren't modified by any stat. They're modified by the skills level itself. Right? So it's at 62. So as long as your skills are maxed out, I mean, I guess his critical hit chance, the more critical hits he does, the more pure damage that Sebastian adds on if you're using Sebastian. Right? The only skill that matters, aside from, keeping him alive, or the only stat that matters aside from keeping alive, is a little bit of physical attack for his blue ability. Can't understand the deal with Iris. Will mobile ever see new chapters? No, John, I don't think so. I don't think so. They've mentioned a couple of times that they like how the story of the campaign mode ended. So I don't think that they're planning on adding anything new anytime soon. She spawns a vulnerable soul, but has a lot of health, but she still managed to kill the enemy. Pairing him with Pyros to speed him up, help push out more damage. Toons is right. Adding Thea or Martha to speed him up. That's right. Patacho is spelled as Pataju. Bless you. Oh my gosh. Aju. Oh my. You guys are silly. You guys are silly. Yeah. It's just really a matter of his basic attacks, right? Increasing the damage output of his basic attacks. So, I mean, working on his armor penetration and critical hit skins. Working on his armor penetration and critical hit glyphs. Keeping him alive. Yeah. Making sure that you're attacking early in a Hydra head's life, so he has more health. Big perk. Zhu dies too fast. It's Manic Monday. Can you blame us? Yeah. I think they should add more chapters just to add a place to get new hero soul stones rather than the market. I don't disagree with you, Jeff. I don't disagree with you. I used Zhu with the final boss on Facebook. Zhu is good. Zhu is amazing versus Seymour. Zhu's really good against Ash. I got a lot of questions about Iris against bosses. You know, I put that boss fight video out last week with Iris. And, you know, while her ultimate ability did not work against Ashe, all of her other skills do work against the defensive spheres. So she's pretty good. I think that there's better heroes to use versus Ashe than her, but you can say that she's okay. She's better than Kark for sure. You potatoes. Oh my gosh. Panther, yeah, we're wrapping things up here in a few minutes. For Hydra purple and skills for Jew around 30k. So yeah, Vance, that's like the most wild thing ever to me. Like the whole Jew needing to be below a certain power level or above a certain power level. But if he's anywhere in between, his damage drops dramatically. Like I really want to have somebody explain that to me because it doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense. If your Jew happens to be at 55k instead of like 40,000 or less, you just do less damage? Like, I don't understand. It has something to do with like, you got to keep them alive, but just barely. I don't know. Town shop should come with some choice of recipe fragments, not just what they offer them. Oh. No waste on gifts, no waste on Jew. So not waste on gift on Jew. I don't have Sebastian, but I pair him with Martha. I mean, Johnny, the problem with Jew generally is that since he's a strength-based marksman, his physical attack is super low. Super low. So the gift of the elements is one of the few ways to increase his agility. And every point of agility gives him 2 physical attack, right? It's not a lot of agility, but it is some. It is some agility, right? He gains 1 physical attack for each point of strength because he's strength-based. So I would say, yeah, you need sparks of power in him. Oshkosh Bakosh. I think this Iris isn't that good. I mean, I would use Isaac for Osh. Oh yeah. Absolutely use the Isaac team first. Absolutely use the Isaac team first. Until they add a new boss. There's almost no reason to not just focus on those 5. In fact, the Isaac let me find it here. I think I deleted it by mistake. The Isaac, Zhu, Nebula, Sebastian, Martha team that defeats Ashe is extremely effective in the Great Storm boss fight as well. Extremely effective. Remember how from day 1 episode premieres after Heroes now at 40% extra paying attention requirement? Remember new from day 1 episode premieres after... Oh, you're plugging in your own live stream. I understand. Jew boosted with Nebula on web will not do more pure damage. The pure damage is max for Jew the second the fight starts. And that is a nerf. Correct. That is correct. But Nebula boosts his physical attacks, or his basic attacks, heavily. Makes him have bigger crits. Bigger crits equals larger pure damage boosts from Sebastian, which is where the bulk of the damage comes from. John, Ashe is the final boss on the Facebook and web guild raid system, guild raid activity that was added a couple weeks ago. Drew's almost a noob trap in a way. Once you get him to 60, 80k, you don't need to level him much anymore. I've had a couple of guild mates get him to 100k. Could you do the Ashe team, but with a tank instead of Isaac? Yeah, absolutely, Panther. In fact, Aurora and Rufus do very well instead of Isaac. The issue is Isaac does contribute considerably to the destruction of the spheres. To the destruction of the spheres. So an Aurora is going to be a better choice than a Rufus, but Rufus still works. Aurora probably does more damage versus the spheres than Isaac does. Yeah, you could easily use Aurora or Rufus instead of Isaac. It also has encouraged. The main thing is a hero that is constantly critting. Zhu has insanely high critical hit. He speeds himself up throughout the fight. Martha speeds him up throughout the fight. He does pure damage on half of his hits because of his green ability, right? Based on the enemy's health. And every time he does a critical hit, which is high, Sebastian adds pure damage on top. That's kind of the key. It's also has encouraged me to promote Isaac more. Definitely, he's like 80k. Yeah. Yep. What about Galahad, our man, instead of Isaac left? I don't know what the guild rate is. Is that no, John? It's not a mobile thing. The guild raid thing is like Hydra, but different, but requiring less heroes. New event on Facebook Web. Good mage counter. Phobos. Tristan. New event. It's not a new event on mobile or Facebook. Yeah. Rufus great with Maya. Yeah, Evil Love, Rufus, that looks like a good team too. That looks like a really good team too. Rufus, Maya, Yasmin, Lyra? Lian, you mean? Kira. Oh, Kira. Gotcha. What's the sweet spots for Zhu? I have no idea. Oh, man. I actually don't. I don't know. That's the worst part about this game. I mean, say what you will about the gambling addictions and the randomness and the pay to win aspect of it. Like, the fact that lower level heroes can sometimes defeat higher level heroes just because they have lower stats, lower health. That's the worst part of this game. It's all right. Listen, guys, tomorrow's going to be 12 p.m. live stream as per usual. We'll have one more day. Apologize we didn't get to a lot of the faction brawls. We got, answering miscellaneous questions. And so we'll do more faction brawl fighting tomorrow. We will have a lot of Lilith to talk about for Facebook and web, I should say. After the live stream. The live stream is at 10 p.m. I'm sorry. The official live stream is at 10 a.m. Central Time. So 2 hours before my live stream goes live. Daniel's going to be talking about the Lilith rework and potentially Lilith being added to a faction. Although nobody said that. I think that she will be eventually. And it's 6 p.m. Central. I'm sorry, 6 p.m. UTC. That's when it goes live. So until then, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. If you have not already, please go watch my faction brawl video. I really think that you should be spending all of your emeralds directly buying skin stones with this event. Have fun. Learn the different the heroes that you haven't leveled up because you get them at max level. Stupid max testing without max testing. Go give it a shot. But buy skin stones, guys. Buy skin stones. D Warman absolutely is correct. If you guys are watching this in the future, please put replay in the comments so that I know where you're coming from. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion. Should we prepare for the anniversary event? No. Yes and no. I don't know. The Facebook and web anniversary event? I'll have to look into it. I'll give you an answer tomorrow, official bro. Mike with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for $15 today, Mike. I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.